North is not a direction here. North is a wall of white that begins where the last human breath freezes and falls to the ground like glass. You are flying low over the Greenland Ice Sheet, 2,000 kilometers of ice older than civilization, 3 kilometers thick, heavy enough to push the bedrock beneath it a full kilometer below sea level. From the air, it looks smooth, almost gentle, a lie. Up close, the surface is a chaos of serrated ridges called sastrugi, carved by winds that never stop screaming. Touch them and they cut like shark skin. The sun hangs in the same place for weeks, a cold coin nailed to the sky. Light bounces inside the ice, turns it cobalt turquoise, the color of veins under translucent skin. Then night returns all at once and the temperature drops 50 degrees in an hour. The ice sings. It cracks with sounds like artillery. Pressure ridges rising overnight into blue cathedrals taller than city buildings. You could hide Paris beneath one of them and no one would ever know. In summer, rivers are born on the surface, impossibly blue meltwater racing across a desert of ice. They gather into lakes the size of small countries, perfect circles of electric sapphire floating on a white planet. One moment they are there, mirrors reflecting nothing but sky. The next, they collapse. A moulin opens, a vertical throat a kilometer deep, and the entire lake vanishes in minutes, with a roar that registers on seismographs in Iceland. The water falls so fast it arrives at the bedrock, still liquid, lubricating the underside of the glacier, making the whole island slide toward the sea a little faster every year. Here, air is a museum. Drill down 2 miles and you pull up bubbles, trapped when the Egyptians were still building pyramids, when woolly mammoths walked Siberia, when the climate was kinder and the world had edges. Breathe that air and you are inhaling the past itself. Nothing lives on the ice sheet. Not a blade of grass, not a fly, not a bacterium brave enough to call this home. Yet life explodes at its edges. Musk oxen stand in blizzards like statues carved from frozen smoke. Arctic foxes follow polar bears across the sea ice, scavenging what the kings leave behind, and the bears themselves, white ghosts on a white world, swim 50 kilometers between flows because this is still, for now, their kingdom. Stand here long enough, and the silence becomes a pressure. No trees, no birds, no distant highway, only the wind polishing the ice the way it has for 3 million years. The horizon is a perfect circle around you. Every direction is south. Every step takes you farther from the rest of humanity than almost anywhere else on Earth. This is the largest island on the planet, yet it feels like the smallest room. A place where the world ends not with fire but with cold so pure it burns, and still the ice remembers warmth. Deep beneath your boots, meltwater rivers flow in the dark, carving canyons no human eye will ever see. The glacier is moving, breathing, dying all at once. One day, far in the future, someone may stand where you stand now and find only ocean. Until then, this white heart keeps beating, slow and ancient and merciless. This is Greenland, the most isolated place on Earth, and it is waiting perfectly still for no one.